we're in a pretty tough environment, right? In terms of the economy, it's not only recessionary, but even worst case, it's uncertain, and markets don't like uncertainty. So CFOs are scared to spend more money. They want to be more conservative. How do you think about that in terms of CFOs that are thinking, hey, maybe investing in the revenue process is not such a good idea in this environment?
Right.
What's your advice to them?
I would actually say that this is actually the time when you should be investing in these types of tools. And, I grew up with Excel. I loved Excel.
Yeah.
I love Excel still today for very specific purposes. There's nothing more scary than as you're ramping a business to be having tons of things in Excel.
Mm-hmm.
Like that is just prone to error. You're not asking if something's going to be wrong, you're asking when it's going to be wrong.
Yeah.
Because it will be.
Yeah.
And so that's something that's really concerning. And the truth is now, with the power of the modern tech stack and things like Clari, they've made the investment. They're able to spread that over an entire install base. And so I think it's actually made it much more accessible to earlier stage companies to actually take these steps early. We put in Clari when we were really small. We had, I think, maybe 5 sales teams, 10 sales teams. We can't afford to not have visibility into potential churn. We can't afford to not have visibility into the dynamic evolution of our pipeline throughout the quarter. We can't afford to be spending money based on an Excel-based forecast for next quarter or next year.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm going to go build a spend plan against that. And then you all of a sudden find that the quality of that pipeline isn't what you were led to believe by, sales teams who are ultimately optimistic. And that's great. They should be optimistic, and we love that. But you want to be able to measure that against their historic pipeline conversions. And so it's a really heavy lift for small companies to try to do all of that themselves.
Yeah, right.
And so, it can look like, oh, hey, this is an expense, but I actually think, and I know on my side, I save money by having tools like Clari in-house, because otherwise my sales ops team, my finance team will be twice as big.